Hello. Hi, everybody. Hey, guys, it's Meg. I am live. I do have some time on my hands tonight, and I thought it would be fun to hang out with you guys. We're gonna read some oracles. We're gonna read some tarot. We're here to have fun. We're here to do. We're here to do the thing, right? Yeah, I'm excited. It's been a hot minute since I've gone live. But I had a little bit of a break because my roommate is actually out of town on business. So I'm okay. I have people I'm in contact with, so I'm not completely on my own. But I do have time on my hands to go live, and I thought it would be fun to spend a little bit of time tonight and a little bit of time tomorrow night just going live and enjoying each other's company in this way. So if you're interested, come on in and have a seat. We'll be getting into our cards in a moment. I have linked my social media in the description. So if you want to get in touch with me after the live is over, you totally can. I'm happy to do that with you. I have also linked my tip jar in the chat, which is over here. Yeah, it's linked in the chat. I believe it's the pinned comment. So if you feel compelled to give a tip, or if you would like to give to this channel, you can do so. This is one of the ways that I very much enjoy connecting with you. I need to stop shaking the camera. I am so sorry. But this is one of the ways that I really enjoy connecting with you guys, and I would like to be able to continue doing that. That's my intention for this channel, is to keep it going. But also, please don't feel obligated if you don't want to, if you can't. It's an option, not an obligation. So please follow your heart. But it is linked in the chat. So yeah, have a look. Also, with regards to the link in the chat, that is where I keep my public blog. So if you want to see more about my writing, my tarot readings, and things like that, it's there. Another thing that I have linked in the description is my Patreon. So if you want to see both my public and private readings, it's there for you as well. There is also extra information on my Patreon as well. So if you feel compelled to support me in any way, you have your options. Also, I'm open to feedback, so please let me know. I am happy to help where I can. Okay. Also, really important, because I very strongly believe that credit is important here, I have linked all of the decks I'm using for this live stream in the description as well. So you'll be able to see them up close if you want to go do Google search for them, and maybe do some retail therapy in this area here. Okay, so enough of me rambling here. I do want to say that we are debuting a new deck to my collection. I'm going to be using the Angel Guide for one of our Oracle cards, so we'll see what comes up in a minute. Okay. Alrighty. So I hope everybody's doing okay. I do want to mention, though, that this is a safe place for everybody. If you are interested in asking questions, please do so. The chat will be open for you. But also, please keep in mind that I can see the comments that do come in, and I would like to reserve the right to moderate them if they don't abide by YouTube's community guidelines, or if they're particularly concerning. So please keep that in mind. Please be respectful to everybody in the chat. Again, this is an open forum for everybody. Okay. So let's finally get started. I'm done rambling. I'm fiddling with my cards, so clearly we need to get started here. Okay. So the way that this is going to work, the way I'm thinking about this working, is that we will start with an oracle card, and then we'll start with an oracle reading, and then we can go into some tarot cards to see what the full picture of the energy is. Okay. Okay. So here we go. Let's see what we got here. To start off our reading here, we have, actually, we're going to start with this one here. We're going to start with Breeze. This represents surprise, discovery, and revelation. Okay. Okay. We also have Healing the Past, which says, I step into my future with strength and clarity. Okay. All right, interesting here. There's Healing the Past. Okay. We also have Energy flows where my intention goes. Okay. Alrighty. All right, and we have the card for Holy Love. Okay. I think for some of you, there's definitely been some steps taken in regards to healing, just healing in general, but specifically things that have happened to you in the past, right? Clearly something happened that made you step away. It's made you feel, it's definitely made you feel as though it hurt. Whatever it is that caused you to step away, it definitely hurt. And it's coming, I feel like it's coming from a very deep and raw place. Okay. But now that you've kind of sat in it a while, you kind of let it simmer, and now it's like, okay, I have to be done. Now I'm just being toxic. Now I'm just being, I'm being hurtful to myself when I don't need to be. Okay. And in doing this, there's been something that you've kind of been surprised to discover. It's been suddenly revealed to you, and it's like, oh, that's the wake-up call I needed to start this process. Okay. Because I think you've given yourself permission to actually start. Okay. Because you set your intention on this healing process. Okay. And it's not been easy. Okay. It's not been easy because you've had to grapple with a lot of things. You might have known them, or you were kind of caught up in the pain of it so deeply that you didn't realize you were missing certain information. So now that you've put your intention into healing, things are becoming more obvious than they might have been before you started this process. Okay. And all of this is being done from a place of love and compassion. I think what's coming to my head here is that there's been the hurt that you've gone through has been at the hands of someone you thought wouldn't hurt you. Okay, and it's caused a significant misunderstanding. Okay, and it's been so significant that you have pulled away or tried to shun them out of your space. And it's to the point now that it's been you've been so distant from this person that now interacting with them has become awkward in a way, or it's become uncomfortable, and because there's this hurt and this misunderstanding. And now that you're choosing to heal it, it's like, oh, okay, now I can come at this with a deeper sense of I'm at peace, I'm feeling compassionate, I don't have to be so angry, and I don't have to be so angry. Okay. So yeah, there's basically all of this is saying that you've set your intention on healing, and it's starting to give you things that you need to move forward. Okay. Now you have a different set of facts, whereas before you weren't necessarily able to absorb them. Okay. So let's see. Let's get into our tarot. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to get some very basic energy, and then we're going to go into what's hidden and what we need to clarify the whole thing. Okay. So let's see what we need to see, please. What do we need to see? Okay. All right. Okay, we're going to start with the Knight of Swords. Okay, so here's the Knight of Swords. All right. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, there's the Nine of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. And we have the Ten of Swords. Okay. All right, that's interesting. Okay, because what's happening here is that basically what we got out of the Oracle here, because there's some actions that we've taken in order to heal what has caused us this heartbreak. Okay. It's finally come to the point where we can't rest in whatever energy we have been holding on to. Okay, because we've worked so hard to do other things. We've worked jobs. Maybe we don't like our jobs, and that's a different issue. But we've worked hard. Okay, and we're trying just to live the best we can. Okay, but we're not truly giving ourselves permission to enjoy ourselves or be part of something that we really love when we're holding on to this Ten of Swords energy, right? It's not, we've been backstabbed, we've been betrayed, we've been hurt. Okay, sucks. Absolutely sucks. I get it, because it's happened to everyone. Okay. But the fact of the matter is that action still can be taken. Okay. It may have taken us a while to get to the point where we're able to, but that doesn't mean we're incapable of healing. Okay. In fact, we've set an intention to heal, and we're getting back to a place where we can enjoy or be present with the things that gave us pleasure. Okay. So let's see what else we need to see, please. What else should we know for our journey forward, please? Okay. So we have the Knight of Cups. So we have a Knight of Cups. Okay. We have the Hanged Man. Oh, interesting. The Hanged Man. Okay. And we have the Hermit. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. And I'm liking the synchronicity here, because I think part of the reason why we've given ourselves permission to start this healing process is because we've been holding on to emotions that have needed release. Okay, this is it's not been a fun time holding on to this hurt, right? It feels gross. It feels really gross. Just ew. Okay. We've given ourselves permission to surrender and go with the flow of our emotions, okay? Because it's been hard, okay? But remember that we have the Hanged Man, which is the epitome of surrender, okay? But we also have the Hermit, which is the signal that we've allowed ourselves to pull back so we can actually do the healing work, so we can actually learn to identify and understand how to heal our emotions. Okay. Also, the Hermit is allowing us to be on our own path and follow our own trail for a little bit, so that the things we need to integrate into our personhood can actually come into our space, right? And that's required a surrender of this Ten of Swords energy. Oops. See, even the energy doesn't want me holding this card up again. Okay, this is a surrender of this pain. Okay, it's over. It's over. We don't have to deal with the energy as it has come to us. Now it's like, okay, I'm putting this down. Let me deal with the aftermath of it. Okay. So there's that. Let's see another set of energy here. What else do we need to know, please? What else do we need to know? Okay. So we're going to start with our Six of Cups. Okay, here's Six of Cups. Okay. We are going to also see the Three of Swords. Okay. The Three of Swords. And we have the Page of Cups in reverse. All right. So leading up to the surrender and the surrender and setting your intention to heal, there's been part of this situation has, because we're dealing with so much hurt, I think part of the situation has had you blocking yourself from really connecting with and understanding your emotions. Okay. Yes, this card is very much about the hurt and the heartache. But it's also very much, a block. Okay. I'm just imagining, two guards standing at a drawbridge and someone's trying to cross it and they're like, hey, what do you want to do here? So they're blocking forward progress. And because this issue has been so present, you haven't given yourself the chance to integrate and learn more about how you're feeling right now. Okay. And I don't want to say that's par for the course with having something hurtful happen to you, because it has felt very unfair. It has felt so unfair. Okay. And that has caused you to lose connection with your joys and your happiness and what made you unapologetically happy. Okay. Yeah. Now that you're surrendering this, though, I think you're setting this pain aside. You're setting down this sense of pain. You might be coming back to the Six of Cups energy, this reconnection with your childhood joy. Okay. And on top of that, you're learning how to get this Page of Cups to a place where they're applying what they know in terms of how they need to channel their emotions. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna bring up this Discovery card. This is where this is exactly where this Discovery card is coming in. Okay, because maybe before you felt you haven't had the tools to identify how you feel. Now there's something in this situation that has greatly empowered you to say, you know what? Fuck this. I don't have to deal with this. I don't have to live in this pain. I don't deserve to live in this pain. And neither does the other person involved in this. Okay. Ooh. We're okay. If anybody does show up, I'm sensing there may be a lot of water signs. Just all signs in general are welcome. So if you know your sun sign, moon sign, whatever placements you feel comfortable identifying with, everybody's welcome. Okay. But the thing is, there's a lot of emotion, and a lot of it's been pent up, right? Yeah, a lot of it's been really pent up. So let's see what other bits and pieces we may need to know for moving on here. Okay. So card number 1 here, we're going to look at the 10 of Cups. Ooh. Okay. 10 of Cups. We have the 3 of Wands. Oh, I need to take a deep breath. 3 of Wands. And we have the Knight of Swords, which I believe is a repeat card here. Just to let you know, what I'm going to do after I get done with this section here is I'm going to pull out any repeating cards, and I'm going to take a minute to batch this out by suit, so that way we can see what we need to see from that standpoint. Okay. I think this is a repeat card, this Knight of Swords. Look at that. It is. So let's pay attention to that. Okay. Now that we've set aside this hurt, now that we've chosen to heal from this hurt, we have so much opportunity coming forward here. Okay. Because we've chosen our happiness. Nope. Let's try that again. We've chosen our happiness. We've chosen to be abundant and present in that happiness. Okay. But we also have a lot to plan for. Okay. And now that we've set aside our blockage, the gate has suddenly opened. And now we can go explore. We can be happy. We can be at peace. We can reconnect with the things that have made us so joyful in the past. Okay. It has been a long time in coming. Okay. It has been such a long time in coming. it's such a mental release, isn't it? Okay, this swords are associated with the element of air and also the intellect, how you think, how you feel about things. So there's been a lot of it's such a huge weight off your brain, right? You don't have to think about it anymore. You can focus on the things that make you happy instead of that one thing that someone said that just messed you up in the brain. No, it's over. You've chosen for it to be over, and um, now the world is your oyster, and you can explore without feeling like you're going to be ridiculed or put down. Okay. Oh, I love that. I love that so much. But let's see. Let's go into our hidden and clarifying energy here. So the cards on the bottom here, we have the Page of Wands. Okay. We're going to look at our hidden energy here. So here's our Page of Wands. Okay. We have Temperance. Okay. Here's Temperance. Okay. We have the Emperor. Okay, love to see that. Have the Emperor. And we have the Hanged Man coming out again. So here's another repeat card. All right. So the hidden energy of this is suggesting that, again, leading up to this healing process, okay, you've been a little bit out of sync. It's felt a little bit out of balance, and that's what you're trying to come to again. That's what you're trying to reestablish for yourself, okay? And it's felt. Doing all of this work has brought up a lot of emotions that you're feeling intensely, okay? But you do have this Page of Wands coming through, so it's likely that you've learned how to channel those emotions, okay? You've learned how to channel them in a way that's safe and generous for you, because whereas before you might have been reactive, okay, I'm looking at the Emperor card here. You may have been reactive before, like you would just explode negatively, or you would have something happen to you that would send you in a tizzy. Now that you've decided to do things a little bit differently, you've surrendered that tendency here. Let's get it in frame here. You've surrendered that tendency, and now you've come back to your sense of authority, but you've also reestablished your sense of balance and moderation, okay? Certainly this situation has had you really questioning whether you had what it took, okay? And I think you do. I believe you do, in fact, okay? Because you have this Emperor card coming through that is someone in enough authority over their personhood and themselves to understand how to do things, what they need to do to be present with themselves. But it's also the ability to take charge where they need to. Okay. Yeah, that's especially in this situation where there's a healing process going on. It can feel uncomfortable, right? It can feel really scary. But for some of you, this is This is coming back from the breakdown, and now you're breaking through. Okay? So, let's see some clarifying energy. What do we need to see? What do we need to see that clarifies everything here? Okay? Ooh, we have the King of Pentacles to start. Okay, King of Pentacles. Interesting. We have the Seven of Cups. Options. Okay, it works well with our Three of Wands here. So the Seven of Cups. We have the Queen of Wands. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands. All right. And we have the Hermit. Okay, I have, I'm sure some of you have seen the video already, but I did a full-length video for the main channel where I got 3 sets of repeating cards like that. Okay, thank you. Whoever of my spirit team is here and wanted me to see the Hermit card, I appreciate you. Thank you for showing that to me. Okay, so basically, what's coming out here is that you have options. You have a lot on your plate and you get to pick what you want to do, which is cool because before it never felt like you had this, but you do. Now here's the deal. Okay, here's the deal. You got to pick what's absolutely at its best for you. Okay, and if it affects your ability to understand your self-worth and your sense of understanding, yeah, maybe you don't necessarily want those things. But remember that your personhood isn't negotiable. It's non-negotiable. No one should be able to sway you from that. Okay? All right? And no one should be able to sway you from that because who knows your journey better than you? Okay? You've been on your path for the longest time, and because you've tapped into the things that bring you inspiration, that bring you joy, okay, you're going to be able to choose the things that you want to do, and those things are going to be for your highest and best good. Okay, and I want to point out, let me get the card here. I want to point out here that one of these cups has a heart on them. These ones don't seem to. And, maybe the story in this card is that this character is looking at the cups and he's trying to figure out, if I turn the cup around, is it going to be something I want to see? Or if I follow my heart, will I be guided to the thing that's best? Okay, I think the answer is your heart's never going to steer you wrong. Okay, so let me see. Let's see what kind of suits we have here. Okay, there's a lot of really interesting energy coming out here, and I appreciate that not everybody has a knowledge of how to read tarot, so that's kind of why I want to go through and organize them a little bit so I can have the opportunity to explain kind of what's going on in each of them. Okay, Swords and Pentacles. Okay, so what I'd like to start with here is looking at our major arcanas. Generally, the tarot is divided into 2 portions. Your main portion is going to be your major arcana. Okay, and those are kind of like guideposts, trail markers along your journey. Okay, these represent things like I would say they're broad ideas. Okay, I'm sure there's much better explanations for it elsewhere, so please do your research here. 4, 5, 6. In this case, we have 6 major arcanas, which can mean, depending on how many other cards we have, it can mean that there's been a significant change that you've decided to make in your space, and judging from the fact that you've chosen to put your intention into a healing journey, that's a big deal, right? That is such a big deal. 2, 3, 4, 5. The other thing that I want to get into is our cups here, okay? There's definitely been a lot of very tightly held emotion, okay? You've been feeling a lot. Yeah, you've definitely been feeling a lot, and it's been such that blockage, that blockage hasn't given you really much space to move around in, which has sucked. It really has sucked. And this release is giving you so much to be present with and for. Okay, and that's good. That's good. I think for some of you are finally taking a deep breath. Or, yeah, some of you are finally taking a deep breath here. Pentacles, let's go with our swords here, because there has been a lot on your mind. Okay, there's been so much on your mind, and that's all of that's just contributing to it. Okay, you've said no more. Okay, you finally said no more, and it's to the point that you don't have to you don't have to hold it anymore. Okay, you don't have to hold it anymore. Again, this Temperance card has allowed you to fuel your fires a little bit differently. So wands, wands tend to, they're associated with the element of fire. And to me, when we get a lot of wands in a reading, that's a lot of intensity, certainly emotions, but there could be a lot of intense action depending on the cards around it. I'm pulling up the Swords card here. But it has definitely your inner fire, your inner flames have been tempered by this release that you're doing. Okay, and that's important. That's very, very important. That's very good. And you will get to your goal when when the time is right for you to. Okay. Also, the Pentacles here, you are an abundant creature. You're an abundant energy. You have a lot of life and a lot of love, and you know your personhood. You know your personhood, and you know what you're willing to sacrifice. Okay, in the scope of the events leading up to you deciding to heal from them. It may have felt murky and dark and weird. Okay, but things are becoming very clear. Okay, all right. Now, what we've just talked about, so like I said, when I first started organizing the cards here, the tarot comes in 2 sections. Talked about the major arcana. All of the cards I've just shown are from the minor arcana. Okay, that's where you're getting the 4 suits. So you got the swords, cups, pentacles, and wands. Okay, and again, there's more in-depth videos, certainly here, but elsewhere. So if you don't like my explanation, I would encourage you to find some explanations that you do enjoy, okay? No shade, just saying. I'm not the best teacher out there, certainly not in this. So, yeah, repeating cards. We have the Knight of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the Hermit. So, definitely a surrender of an old mindset or an old perspective that hasn't served us. Okay, we've just set it down. We don't need to do it anymore. Okay, we don't need to do it anymore because we have chosen to step back from it and let the emotion move away from us. We don't have to deal with it anymore. We should never have had to grapple with that mental that we put ourselves through, or that has been placed on us from our past. But it's such that we've surrendered and we've let things go. We don't have to hold on to them anymore. Okay. And now that we've done that, again, it's the weight off our brain. Okay, we don't have to think about it anymore. We can be peaceful now. We can be peaceful. Okay? Guys, I'm getting quiet and kind of in a moment of having chills, because this reading isn't about me. I don't like to make my readings about myself, just because I think that information is private. But there's certainly a lot in my own readings that I unintentionally relate to, and there is a situation from my past that had come up again, and I needed to deal with it once and for all. So that's I'm not going to give details because, again, this reading isn't about me. But if you are watching this and you know me personally, you might know what this is about. But yeah, it's I needed to see that, and that certainly confirmed what I needed to know. What I needed to know moving forward from that incident. So let's pause for a little bit. Let's, if you need to get up and shake some tension out of your body, go do that. I will be here for who knows how much longer. It's going to go as long as I need it to. And then, get some water. We'll see you in a minute or two. Cheers. Thank you for being here. Okay. Inbox is open. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know. I am definitely very interested in helping any way I can, if you would allow me to do that for you. I don't know. Let's just pull cards and see what comes out. What messages do we need to see, please? What messages do we need to see? Okay. What messages do we need here? Okay. You know what? I kind of liked reading from the bottom and the top of the decks. I'd like to do that with my oracles. Let's see what we get here. Okay. So the energy on the bottom of this first oracle is, when I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. Okay. All right. I've surrendered more. That's on the bottom. So what's on the top? We have hope is the conduit for miracles. Ooh, okay. Okay. So, again, I'm struck by the idea of this healing process. Okay, and I'm if you're just tuning in, we had a reading where we talked about the intention of setting aside some negativity and working to heal from that. The sense of surrender to the situation, or not giving up. I feel like that's a bad way of putting it, but letting go of this negativity has allowed for a deeper sense of hope to come through. Okay, and again, putting your intention to something that you want to see manifest in yourself. If you want to heal and you believe that you will heal, I have a feeling that it will happen. Okay, but it does open doors. It might not feel great, and a lot of you might not agree with me. That's okay. You know what? That's totally okay, because every situation is different. And I would strongly encourage you to take the message that resonates, if any, and if not, that's totally okay. All right. But surrendering these blocks, whatever is holding on to you, trying to give it up and let it go, does open the conduit for hope to start working. Okay. All right. So let's move on here. We have on the bottom of the angel guide, we have expect miracles. Okay, expecting miracles. And we have blessings and abundance on the top. Okay, so yeah, more on the idea of surrendering and expecting miracles here. When we focus on the bad, we're going to find the bad. When we focus on the gross, we're going to find the gross. When we focus on being abundant and present, miracles are going to start happening. Okay, they will start happening, and miracles will start happening when we stop looking at the bad and start finding the good. Now, that doesn't mean deny reality. Okay, that doesn't mean bypass what you're experiencing. If you're hurting, don't try and cover that up. Okay, because maybe you're hurting deep enough that it's hard to do that. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Okay, let's see. Okay, bottom of the deck. Okay, we have believing in magic. The true magic is abounding in my life. Okay, believing in magic. Okay, it's on the bottom of the deck. Okay, on the top of the deck, we have communicating freely, which says, I communicate from the depths of my being. Okay. So there's magic in letting the world know who you are. Okay. And part of the setting aside of the negativity and the toxicity is letting yourself, again, become present with what makes you abundant, what gives you hope. And it's allowing you to let the light in you come forward. Oh, I love that. I love that this is coming out for you, and I hope this is helpful and resonant for some of you, because it certainly certainly an encouragement for myself. Okay, again, this reading isn't necessarily about me. Hello. Hello, hello. Okay. So like I said, okay, well, welcome. I hope you are doing okay. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I'm happy to help. Okay. Let's see what's on the bottom of this deck here. Sure. How can I help? Okay. Okay. So I think we're gonna call the hidden and clarifying reading for there. Okay. So let's see how we can help here. Okay. So this, if you've never done like card readings or tarot readings before, this is going to be a read on your energy rather than, this is going to be a read on your energy. Okay. So if you feel uncomfortable, please let me know, and we can stop the reading from here. Okay. Okay. So, okay. So we're getting the Three of Swords. Okay. There's the Three of Swords. All right. Okay. Being the Three of Swords, we have the Six of Cups in reverse. And Six of Cups in reverse. You know what? We're going to put it upright. Okay. And we have the Star. Okay. So there's a little bit of hurt. Okay. And generally the Three of Swords does represent that. However, I do think that there is a sense of healing going on, especially for you. There is a lot of light and a lot of hope. Okay, that's how I'm seeing the Star coming through. But because you're doing some healing for yourself, it's allowing you to come back to the things that bring you joy. Okay. Coming back to the things that are bringing you joy. You also are getting the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So this is someone, yes, it can represent abundance, and it can represent abundance. But in this case, I think what you're doing is addressing what's going on around you in a very practical and grounded way. Okay. And that's helping you kind of navigate your situation. Okay. And you also have the Four of Swords, which is good. Okay. Because I think you know how to take care of yourself when things become very tough. Okay. You know how to take care of yourself, in that you are possibly the kind of person to allow yourself to take things slow. Okay. I'm liking that I say this because you have Pentacles and you have Swords. So I feel like there's a nice balance here between taking action when you need to and taking a pause. Okay. Taking a pause. So, in because we can go back to the Three of Swords, although I don't necessarily want to put too fine a point on it here. This is whatever has caused you to feel hurt. It is being addressed. It is being addressed in a way that's grounded and practical. Okay, but again, you're likely taking this situation and you're likely taking this situation slow so you can really genuinely heal from it. Okay. Okay. So I'm hoping that's helpful. Okay. All right. Okay. Good. I'm glad to see that. Let me see what else. I feel like that might be a bit incomplete here. Oh, okay. Fun fact here: you're getting the Ten of Cups. So we're moving on from a different deck here, but you're getting the Ten of Cups also. So that's a really good sign that if you're not connected with your happiness, you will be very soon. Okay, this is a connection with what gives you your happiness. Okay, yeah, it's an emotional overflow. Okay, it's an emotional overflow that's come from you giving yourself the chance to change your energy around. Now let's take this slow here. This does say it's the card for death, but this isn't necessarily physical death. This is a change in energy. Okay. Yeah, it's a change in energy, and it's a very welcome change in energy, judging by this Ten of Cups. Okay. Also, once again, we're getting the Four of Swords as a repeat card. So again, it's a slow and gradual change, but it's allowing for a lot of really, really fun and awesome things to happen. Okay. All right. So let's see. Let's see here. Okay. Alrighty. Let's continue seeing cards. If there's anybody else that would like to ask any questions, I'm happy to help where I can. Yeah, let's see how this goes here. Okay, bottom of the deck. Yeah. Let's see. I'll try to answer that for you. I don't tend to do energy readings on somebody else unless I have consent. But let's see what we need to see from that. All right. Okay. So, feelings here. Okay. So, you're getting the Ten of Wands. You're getting the Ten of Wands. And we're getting the King of Coins. So what I'm getting from this here is that if there is any sort of emotional tie between you and this other person, emotional tie, you're also getting the King of Cups. There needs to be a sense of balance and a sense of you understanding where you're standing with this person. Okay, I'm saying it that way because it's likely to be there's something, how to put this gently here, the risk that you're taking, that this person may be taking with you, is that it becomes burdensome in some way, that it's a lot to carry. Okay, and even though they may have generosity and openness towards you in terms of their feelings, the likelihood of it becoming too heavy for either of you to handle is a real and present risk, and I want you to consider that with this person. Okay, but the positive side, okay, the very positive thing here is that you do have a very strong sense of who you are and who you are and what your value, what your self-worth is to you. Okay, that's giving you a lot of authority over the kinds of things that you feel you can bring to your relationship. Okay, it's also allowing you to feel what you are feeling and not necessarily allow yourself to become overwhelmed by them. Again, you do need to be aware that it can become a burden. The risk of it becoming a heavy weight on your shoulders is there. Okay, but if you exercise the authority over yourself that is clearly here, whether you feel it or not, it will, it will be balanced. Okay, but again, this is your authority. This other person may have to do some assessing on how they feel. Okay, and I can't answer questions on that, so please bear that in mind. But just know that you have the ability to balance your emotions and what you bring to the table for it. Okay. Okay. So, and you know, I'm hoping the best for you. I really do. I know you'll be able to figure out where you and this other person will go. Okay. Alrighty. And I, you know, like I said, I'm happy to help. I'm grateful that you gave me the honor to read your cards. So, again, good luck. Okay. So, whoops. All right, clearly this cards want to be read here. So we're getting three of Pentacles, okay, and the Messenger, which is, in this case, this is the Hierophant. Okay, so you're working with the team to get some information out there. Okay, interesting. Yeah, you're working with a team to get some information that people might need out into the bigger world here. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. This is you sharing your personhood with a group of people. I like that. I like this very much. Yeah, I like this very much. This is something. This is something that is very, very important to you for people to see. And the thing of the matter is that with this, it's helping achieve goals. It's helping you put plans into action and actually seeing them all the way through. Okay. Ooh, I like that. I like that very much. What else here, though? Okay, we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands. We have the Chariot. Okay, we have the Chariot. And we have the Knight of Cups. Okay. So not only are you sharing information that's helping you achieve goals, okay, but it's helping you realize that you absolutely are the leader that people perceive you to be, that you are able to put forward in the world. You have the keys to drive this fantastic, amazing, beautiful car forward. Okay. And you're doing so in a way that is so clear and just out of the way, or I'm running you over kind of feeling. Although, get in the car if you want to come on this journey, right? That's the sense that I'm getting from this Chariot card here. Okay. And what's interesting is that you're taking action you're taking action. Yes, it's from an emotional place, but it's so clear and grounded that it's able to be channeled correctly so you can achieve your goals. Okay. I love that. I love that a lot. I love that a lot. Okay. That's really cool. What else, though? Well, now I'm in it. Okay, you know what? Let's get some angels here. So we have a situation where, for some of you, goals are being achieved by channeling emotions in a way that is grounded and, yeah. All right. Okay. Well, on the bottom of the deck, we have angelic protection. Okay, here's angelic protection. Okay. On the top, we have blessings and abundance. Okay. Never mind. We were gonna go with something in the middle, but this card wanted to pop out, and that is we have a learning experience. Okay. So, to my mind, I think some of the best leaders that you can have in your life are people who are willing to be taught. Okay. Be led when the time is right. So this is someone who gives ideas and leads and goes forward with certain plans, but they're also willing to say, hey, I'm kind of at a loss here. I need some help. What do you guys think? Okay. So like I said, with your tarot here, you are in a place where you're leading a group, you are sharing ideas, you're getting stuff done, okay? But you're also realizing that your people are safe, you are safe, okay? Okay, and you're tapping into the resources that you have, okay? The people that you have around you are willing to help enhance the experience of working towards this goal because you've given them a safe place to say, okay, yes, A and B aren't working, but maybe C, D, and E will. Let's try C. Eliminate it if it won't. Let's try E. Let's try D. Maybe a combination of all three is going to work. Who knows, but you're willing to try it because you're in a safe place to do that kind of work. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what else. What else do we need to see, please? Okay. Okay. So we have Shiala, which represents creativity, originality, and spontaneity. Okay. Okay. There's Shiala. We have Desiree, which represents yearning, longing, and pining for. Okay. Okay. And we have Isra, which represents escape, dreams, and fantasy. Okay. So basically, what I'm seeing from this here is that there's something in you that has really wanted to do something, specifically something very creative, but you haven't had the opportunity or the chance to really go for it until now. Now remember, you are leading, you are sharing information, and all of this, all of what you're doing, to tapping into your resources, asking for ideas, figuring out problems together. All of these are helping you to make your wildest dream come true. Okay, and I love that energy. I love that because that is an encouragement that if you put in the work and you believe in yourself, something is going to happen. Maybe it's not the thing you were hoping for, but it will be the thing that is necessary. Okay. And it may feel like a failure if it doesn't go to plan. But again, the thing that crumbles might be in your best favor. Okay. It might not look like it thereabouts. And it might not look like it's actually for your best good when it happens, but maybe there's something in it that isn't totally disappointing. Okay. Again, you take that as you resonate. I do hope it's helpful, though. I think let's do one more. Then I'm going to call it quits because I do need to do some cleanup after this. So one more, and if there aren't any other questions, I'm going to call the stream over. Let's see where this goes. What do I need to see, please? What do I need to see here? Okay, we're going to start with stepping into stillness, which says, my power is born in the majesty of silence. Okay, excuse me. Okay. So there's that. There's stepping into stillness. Okay, we have soaring into joy, which says, childlike wonder fills my life. Okay. Ooh. All right. And we have simplifying your life. I cherish the simple pleasures of life. Okay. All right. Excuse me. Okay. So basically, what I'm seeing in this here is that a lot of joy and happiness can be gained from taking a break and figuring out where you need to declutter or get rid of certain things. Perhaps this is a negative emotion that you've been holding on to for too long. Maybe this is literally cleaning house. But whatever it is that comes up is probably going to need to be addressed. Whether you know what that is, okay, you know how to help yourself through the situation. Okay, um, whatever it is you're simplifying, whatever it is you're moving on to, it's allowing you to figure out what your joy looks like for you, what it means for you. Okay. Um, on the bottom of the deck, we have trusting your intuition. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like I said, you know what this joy looks like for you. Okay. But going back to the card here, we have trusting your intuition, which says, my life is truly guided. Okay. So yeah, your heart and your heart knows what it needs. Okay, it's just a matter of whether you give yourself the right to give it to your heart here. Okay. Oh, excuse me. And we're back around to the first part of the reading. Okay. I just realized what was happening, and I'm okay with it. Thank you. The final card we're going to look at here is this Breaking Barriers card, which is really important because it says, I'm expanding beyond the limitations into joy and freedom. Okay. Okay. So all of this to say, I think this entire reading, this entire portion of the reading, the beginning and the end here is kind of bookended into healing and release will help find your joy again. If you can surrender, if you can let go, if you can simplify and be present, you will find the most transcendent, peaceful, wonderful happiness you deserve to experience. Okay? I hope that made sense because I'm a little bit, my brain's a bit scrambled egg-ish right now. So I'm going to call it quits for this stream. I plan to be on tomorrow at the same time. So please keep an eye out. There will be an announcement. And of course, if you're subscribed, you will see the notification. So I hope to see you there. I hope this reading was helpful. I hope you enjoyed yourself. And please get in touch if there is anything I can do for you. Any feedback, let me know. Now I'm just rambling, so I'm gonna call it here, guys. I love you lots. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.